Media Day, and we're joined by Barber's Hill head coach Tom Westerberg. Coach, let's just dive right into this year's district with Nederland, Crosby, you guys. A lot of graduation. I mean, there's not a ton of young teams out there. So, how do you feel like it's going to kind of play out this year?
You know, our district is it's always competitive. It's a tough district, and with Crosby making the runs that they made, and Nederland and Port Neches Groves and us, and there's going to be tough games every night, and whether kids graduate or not, it's a very competitive district.
What's it going to take to kind of step out and put yourself ahead of the groove there? I know you guys finished in third last year, but four of your first team all defensive players have all graduated. Who do you got coming up that may be able to push you guys near the top of that district?
We play quite a few kids, and what we use spring football for is to create that depth. And so we're going to start spring football on Monday. And so what we're looking at is we're looking for those kids that are going to step up. I know the kids that have had good off seasons are for us coming through. And now once Monday starts, we'll put the pads on the third day, and we'll start formulating our team from that point. There's not a lot of 5A schools that go through spring ball, but we're one of those that do. Since I've been involved with spring football for quite a few years, coming from Allen and some other bigger schools. So that's what we develop is depth in our spring. So we're looking for those kids, but we do have a returning quarterback back, so that's always a key.
Yeah, and you speaking about Allen, you came down here, kind of like Tom Brady. You had 4 rings on your fingers, and you had a larger talent pool, obviously, to look through. So it wasn't maybe more nerve-wracking during the off season. Not to, just to throw that word out there, but now that you've been here for going into your 6th year, how has it been, coaching a smaller school team and being able to get the best out of the talents you have?
It's a lot of fun. It's back to coaching. It's back to we don't sign a lot of Division I kids. The kids are playing. The kids are playing because they want to play, and they're playing for their classmates and their teammates. And it is kind of back to the grassroots of football. And so, that's the fun part of it. And I do miss the coaching some of the high profile guys, but I love coaching these guys. We have a good time, and the kids are very hardworking kids and are extremely appreciative of their coaches coaching them and getting them into the right positions. And so, we're going into year 6, and we're still having a good time, and I think we're still progressing as we go.
One of those hardworking kids you got, Theron Pierre. Talk a little bit about him. He's a newcomer of the year, coming back for his junior year. What makes him special?
He's a good athlete. He was he played. It was on the offensive side of the ball for the beginning of the year. Then we switched him over to the defensive side and played corner, and just really stepped up. Had quite a few, may have led the district close to the interceptions, and really helped us solidify one side of the field, that corner, and we'll see him get the ball in his hands, maybe on the offensive side of the ball a little bit, and then also in the special teams and the return game. So you'll see him more and more with the ball in his hands.
Excellent. And last year 6 and 5, you would think, that's a down year, but you look at it as 2 tough non-district losses, by 4 and 1 point, and then you lost to the state semifinalists. You lose to a Huntsville team that's up in the top 10 forever. Talk about how that season may kind of mold into this season. I mean, you look at 6 and 5, but that's not really how you should look at it, considering how tough you played.
Right. We look at it as 6 and 5 because that's what it is. So you got to look at it that way. Early in the season, the first 2 games, learning how to win close games, and we were. Katie Paytow, a tough team, takes the ball and drives it the last 4 or 5 minutes of the game. We don't we don't stop them. They score with 20 seconds left on a busted coverage, and so we lose that game. And then go into Port Arthur Memorial, another very talented team. I think they finished the regular season 10-0 or something like that. And we have the ball. We stop them. They punt to us and or kick off to us. They took a safety, kick off to us. We return it back to the 12-yard line with time running out. We don't have any timeouts. We throw a pass. We get tackled in bounds, and the clock runs out, and we have the ball on the 5-yard line, or else we win that one. So, those two losses, and then Nederland, we went to, we had a lead, had an 8-point lead, and lost and went to overtime and lost that game, gave up a big play. So 3 of those games we got to learn how to finish, and so that was the big key, going into off season. And so, learn how to finish games and learn how to play for 48 minutes, and that's kind of the big key. So we were close in quite a few of those losses, and then a couple of them we didn't play very good and got blown out a little bit against Huntsville, and then against Crosby we didn't play very well.
Well, it's something to build off of for this year for sure. Good luck, Coach. Hope you have a great 2021, and that's going to be a tough district, so it could be some long nights for you preparing for these games.
Yes, it will. But it's a lot of fun. I mean, I love these kids and love the team and coaches that we have, and we have fun coaching them, and I think the kids are having a lot of fun.
Perfect. Thank you very much for joining us, Coach.
You bet. Thank you.